All right, guys, I'll tell you a little funny story. There's a Toyota in the northern part of Austin. I'm not gonna say exactly which one. I don't want to, put them out there like that. They wanted to charge me $65 and some change with taxes for 6 quarts of oil. What? And then this crusher washer, maybe about gasket, whatever you want to call it for the drain plug, about $4.49, I believe. I got the filter from Target and from Target from Walmart for like $8, and this cabin air filter for 34.98. That's ridiculous. That's literally robbery. That's ridiculous. That's basically like me leaving my vehicle at the dealership and then they do it. And then I told him that, and he goes, "Yeah, we also got to charge you labor." Like, what? So I was lucky. I went to a different Toyota, and I was able to get the oil, washer, and as well the cabin air filter for about $69 and some change. That's ridiculous. So let's do an oil change, and I also got to do some cleaning for that mass airflow sensor and the throttle body. Should running a little slow. All right. As for you who don't know, this is actually a 2012 Tacoma, and this is actually my dad's. He's allowing me to use it for the time being, as I'm still transitioning from Colorado to Texas. It's a long story for those who don't know. So gotta fix a few things here and there. Like my dad, he just parked it a while. He didn't really like drove it as much. Like he has a company vehicle, and like blessings on that because like gas is expensive right now, and it's a whole different story, right? But the fourth can't even speak. The first thing I gotta do right now is do the oil change, right? The next thing I want to do is the rack pinion because like as soon as you turn all the way to the right or left, it clunks like it does that loud bang. So it's gonna be time to change it. And let's see, you know what? I should wrote everything down because I forgot. What else? It's like little, not major things. It's not like something like drastically dumb wrong with the engine. There is a small leak, like a little seepage. I might be from the timing cover, but I'm not 100% sure, and I don't want to be like, yeah, it is, and it's not. I kind of want to figure out what it is first until I can actually tell my dad what it might be. Uh, Definitely all the shocks it has right now. The truck has El Ranchero, but it's overtime. It's overdue for a different change because in the front it has a 2-inch lift, and the back has 1.5, and it does have a spacer. And I'm not gonna be a big fan of the spacers, but hey, that's how my dad bought it. I'm changing it, things here and there. Here's a photo before how it looked like when I did first get it. And hey, some people like that, some people don't. It is totally up to the person. My dad, he said loved it. That's why one of the reasons why he bought it, which I totally understand. Just not my style, and this is how it looks like now. So I just, like it's everybody has their own preference of things. And another things I gotta do, what is it? Oh, gotta do the differential flush, coolant flush. Oh, definitely gotta change out the brakes and rotors. And fortunately for me, right? Unfortunately for me, these have drums in the rear, and I hate that. I do hate drums. And then a little backstory about myself: I used to work at an 18-wheeler shop. I just repaired 18-wheelers and well, big rigs, right? I'd hate every single time when I gotta do brakes. I hate the stupid drum brakes, and I'm not sure why these actually have them. I don't know why Toyota decided, like, you know what, let's put some drum brakes in this Tacoma. You got me. If you know, you can comment down below. But I don't know. It'd be nice to convert this into a 4x4, but also it's not particularly my truck. It's not my favorite truck, and I could do it for my dad. I have no problem with that. That's if he wants to go down the line. It just, it's quite expensive if you go OEM, right? And I like going OEM. I don't like spending a lot of money for the cheaper end in order then down the line it costs you a lot of money to fix it. As you can see, the oil seepage and just a little bit here and there. Also, another thing that I forgot to mention is the harmonic balancer, right? The harmonic balancer or crankshaft pulley, whatever you want to call it. There's different names for it. Um, Definitely needs to be replaced with all the tear and wear from all the oil. Whether like I said, from the timing cover, and also my dad didn't know both of the rack and pinion boots on the driver and passengers, the driver side. As you can see, the clamp, that's a just a regular hose clamp. That is not the OEM clamp. They were both just gone, like they were non-existent, and it would just leak power steering fluid. And yeah, so I just need to start cleaning it more and more, little by little. So honestly, one of the best things Toyota ever did was make the oil pan very, very easily accessible. Like, don't get it confused with the transmission, of course. I mean, more or less, I could see how people would some confuse it as like for an oil pan because it kind of has the same style. Uh, but no, this is right here. This is a 14 millimeter socket. All right, let's see if I can get it out without getting dirty. Nope, I lost. I like to just clean out the drain plug a little bit, and then so there's like no extra gunk or anything like that in case I accidentally dropped it. Or if anything was on my gloves. Make sure you get the crusher washer or gasket, whatever you people want to call it. Everybody wants to call it a whole different thing. And then while it's dripping, you just put it back in. Yeah, make sure whenever you put it back in that it goes in smoothly because you do not want to cross thread it. That'd be one of the worst things to happen. Now just and tighten it there and tighten her up. Also, one of the nicest and simplest things Toyota ever did was make the oil filter on top instead of down at the bottom next to the oil pan or somewhere engineer wise that needs to be um, sorted out in the engine bay. But one thing that does suck is you have like a drain plug down here, so you kind of have to make your own contraction. There's a stopper here, but like this one doesn't have it. Obviously, like like you gotta buy it on your own. So I kind of just made a little makeshift cut a water bottle in half, and then I've been trying to clean it off with off the water residue. No one to blame, but someone we know that for some reason decided to tighten it super hard. Damn, dude, you right? Yeah, so I can stretch my skin a little bit. Well, it wasn't a lot, but you know, I don't know why Toyota did that, but hey, make sure you always clean up the filter area. Yeah, nothing better like using OEM parts. One of the most expensive pieces of snap-on tools I have. If you know, you know. Also, make sure with a clean hand, get some oil from the old oil. Make sure you're lubricated. In this case, you can fill it if you wanted to, but I'm not going to because obviously it's on top. But if you're going up and down, then I would recommend you fill it up a little bit. All right, make sure to always make sure that it goes in smooth. Don't cross thread it. Now, when it's hand tight to the end, I was always told you could always do a quarter or you could always do half. I technically always tend to do half, so I'm here to quarter, then half would be up here. Now it's time to put in the oil and from my case, I knew already what kind of oil I was going to use. But if you don't know, you could always check the oil cap. Since I know that it does take 5.5 quarts, I'm just gonna fill up all of it just one by one until I get to the fifth one, and then we'll go from there. You know, I'm not sure why Toyota doesn't sell like the gallon size ones. Just odd, like you just buy the 1 gallon size oil. Did I say oil? Man, oil. And then just buy one of these on its own. Also, one other thing that I don't like about this oil is that it is conventional, so that means I gotta change it every 30, every 3,000 miles. Imagine going 30,000 miles with an oil change. Yeah, don't do that, people. Please don't do that. But yeah, this is conventional, so I can only do 3,000 miles. If it was full synthetic, then I'll do 5,000. And of course, some people will run that more. And I hate the new cars are saying like, oh yeah, we could do 10,000 miles plus. Now, Toyota, I have a very big complaint. How are you supposed to read half of this? It fills up way to the top, and the last number that goes up is 28 ounces or 800 millimeters. What? So my brother turned on the truck, let it go for idle a little bit. I check the oil right now. I did put 5.5, and it did go just a tad over, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, Toyota makes it super weird to tell which side is the correct side, but I'm fine with that. And it looks like it's actually about to rain. My brother told me that it's gonna rain at 7:30, so I got about 35 minutes before I'm getting washed out, and I will have to do the mass airflow sensor and the intake cleaning another day. But I could do the cabin air filter before I uh, end it for today. But until then, be safe out, guys. Yeah, how long is it gonna be? And what do you say? 10 minutes? Yeah, 10 minutes. Oh hell no, dude. Like we rushed. We were like what 20 minutes already late. Make sure you always dispose of your. Punch up that so bad. Make sure you always dispose of your oil properly. Like we're over here at O'Reilly's right now, just dumping it out. Don't be one of those people just dumps it in the trash. That's fucked up.